Here's the nav chart for leg 2, day 3. We went 7.1 miles today. And the second chart is the Google Earth chart. Alright, we're off this morning. Started out with a dead battery, so I had to replace that just now. And so I didn't get any film coming out of the engine. Still a little breezy, but I think we'll be okay. Got about a 6-mile leg here. Didn't get up about 3:30 this morning. It was slow to be at the spotlight and took a look at it. It looked okay. But I pulled in the gangplank just in case it went sideways. I didn't want to drop the drink. And then I went back to make sure the decks were all cleared and hooked up the fuel hole. Started the engine just in case. As it turned out, the anchor's out. I couldn't go back to sleep, so I just got out. Made coffee. Cookies. I usually read my Bible in the morning, so I did that. Look around. Finally, it calmed down a little bit. About 6:37. I'd already eaten breakfast. So I laid down for a little bit. And I felt like the wind had dropped, so I decided to get up and go. So that's what I did. We took off about 8:30. And I figured about a 2-hour ride here. Doing 6.6 knots, 6.7 knots. But they're not braking or anything and chasing you down like I had happen last year on the beach. I was prepared to go back in. It didn't look like it would work. I'll bring this over a little bit, maybe you can see. Purple marker just flew by. Looking for a nesting place, I guess. I don't know. Circling the boat, wondering what I'm doing. Well, I'm coming into the large bay here. My intention is to go down to the end of it. I'm hoping that'll be the best cover. So we'll see. Some rain coming on from the west. The showers, it looks like. I'm hoping I don't get wet here trying to... it's already raining, I guess, on the deck here, I see. See some of the rain out there to the northwest. I'm hoping to get in here before it comes down too hard. There is cattle around here. I've seen some on shore. I'm getting close to where I need to go. I'm kind of going down this way here, around that point, as far in as I can get. Not sure how far I can get in there, but we'll see. Going about 6.2 knots, flat and calm now with the, not flat and calm, but flat seas, because I'm back in this protected area. I've gone 6.2 miles already. It'll be about 7 by the time I get tied up, wherever that's going to be. It shouldn't be too far down in here. Well, there's more cows there. You can see them on the beach. But that's one problem with tying up shore. They come down and poke around. folks. I'm out this evening underneath the shade of the foredeck. Aft deck is a little sunny and hot. Well, not really hot, but it's just sunny. So I'm here just to enjoy the evening, drinking a glass of wine and reading my book. And I got my spotting scope set up. I was watching a young man try to fix a fence over here across the bay. It's kind of interesting. Cows got out. I was not surprised. I'd seen the fence when I went by, or saw the fence when I went by, and I could see that it was open along the shore there. Well, cows being cows, they always are going to search for a hole if they can, and they found it. And I think there was a couple of calves and 2 cows, actually 3 cows. They got out. He chased them back, and then he worked on the fence for a long period of time. I mean, he was he was not a real hard worker, I can tell that. But he'd take several breaks. He'd get exasperated, put his hands over his heads, clasp his hands, talk to himself, look at his cell phone, but I don't know if there's any coverage out here. But finally he picked away at it, picked up some spare posts up the hill and some barbed wire, but he had no leather gloves, and working with barbed wire fence without leather gloves is a little bit dangerous. You're bound to get cut at some point. But, you know, kids will be kids, and he did the job, he got it done, but he didn't do it. I don't know how long it'll last. It's he was able to just push the post down into the mud. Well, if he can push the post down in the mud, well, the cows can push him back. So we'll see what happens. But the cows now have left. They've moved down the shore again, and I'm out. I finished dinner, so I'm just sitting here relaxing this evening. I don't set out of the foredeck too much. This is my fire ring. Haven't used it yet, but it's cool enough tonight. I might go up, set it up on shore, and set around the fire for a while. It's kind of cleared up. It was raining earlier, kind of off and on. It's been cloudy, but now it's really high cirrus, kind of broken. So the solar is still functioning, and it's doing a good job. I flew the drone earlier this afternoon and used up 3 batteries. Actually sat right up on top of that ridge there and set up the helipad and took a bunch of pictures of the boat and flew around the valley here. So I'm charging the batteries now. I ran out of juice on the backup charge, or the backup battery for the drones. Got 2 of them charged, but the third one I ran out of juice, so now I'm using the solar battery for that. And then after I'm done with that, I've got to charge up the backup battery too. So anyway, a lot of battery charging on this boat. Everything I've got's battery operated in some way, so including the camera that's shooting right now. So anyway, I'm going to try to move tomorrow. Probably not too far, maybe 5 miles up the shore. It's going to be a nice day, a calm day, relatively. Less than 10 knots of wind, so it'll be a good day to move. I debated going further, but it seemed like there's a better anchorage closer, and I'm going to expect wind for about 2 days that I might not be able to move at all. So if I want to be stuck someplace, I want to be stuck in a good spot that will handle the winds that will be out of the northwest up to 25 miles an hour. So they'll be strong, and I have trouble with these. Wasn't sure these anchors, these auger anchors that I have in the ground, if they will hold, you know, with really strong winds, especially if they're on the side of the hull, because the pressure on the side of the cabin. But the ganglink's working good. Keeps me from getting in the mud for the most part. I still get some mud on my feet, but it has been working pretty good. It's 6 feet. It telescopes to 9 feet. And I thought it might be slippery, especially if it got a little wet, but today it rained a little bit and I was able to walk up. Although it wasn't soaking wet, it was a little damp, but yeah, I have better grip on it than I thought I would. So. Anyway, that's enough for now.